Southwest Airlines has built a reputation over the last 2 decades as a prosperous airline operating at a time when most airlines are failing. They are indeed by far the most successful airline carrier in the US. With their business strategy on low-cost pricing and all other strategies, they are truly the best airline. So, what really makes them so much more successful than others? What changes have been made to the initial approach in recent years? Stay till the end to find out because you're going to be shocked by what we tell you. Herbert Kelleher and Rollin King created Southwest Airlines in 1966, and it was incorporated as Air Southwest Co. in 1967. 3 other airlines filed a lawsuit to prevent the firm from pursuing its intended strategy of undercutting their pricing by flying just within Texas and therefore avoiding several rules. The disputes were settled in 1970, and in 1971, Southwest Airlines Co. began flying regularly scheduled flights between Dallas Love Field and Houston, as well as Love Field and San Antonio. Southwest began traveling to more destinations inside Texas in 1975 and began flying to other states in 1979. In the 1990s, service to the East and Southeast began. From 1973 to 2019, Southwest made a profit in 47 consecutive fiscal years. But what happened within those years? Let's break it down bit by bit. The airline bought Morris Air, one of its main competitors located in Utah, in 1992. After the transaction was completed, it inherited the new company's routes, even some it had not previously traveled. Southwest Airlines launched its website in 1995, making it the first airline to do so. It allowed passengers to access corporate information and check timetables to choose the optimum time to purchase their tickets. Southwest expanded rapidly in the 1980s and 1990s, attracting more clients and adding more destinations. The airline also earned a reputation for its on-time performance, aggressive risk management, and innovative concepts, which allowed it to thrive and explore new boundaries in the years ahead. It was also acknowledged by several respectable publications over 2 decades, including Fortune magazine and Indiana Business magazine. In addition, the airline received various awards. Herb Kelleher was named CEO of the Century by Texas Monthly in 1999. Southwest has grown from humble beginnings to become the leading low-cost airline in the United States. In 2018, it serviced the greatest number of Americans. Meeting the latter's different needs has been simple, given its huge fleet, 50,000-plus experienced and skilled staff, and traveled up to 121 destinations in the United States, Mexico, and the Caribbean. Currently, Bob Jordan is the CEO of this Dallas-based airline. He recently replaced Gary Kelly, who is now the company's chairman. Let's talk about some of their successes. The formula for success became extremely easy. When it came to business, Mr. King and Mr. Kelleher undoubtedly thought differently. While all flight carriers charge more for their consumers, they provided all free meals and other luxuries. Aside from that, the domestic airline did not provide any of these services. They supplied a short-haul flight service. As a result, they considered less and less necessity for a meal or even additional luxury, since the flights are just approximately 2 hours long. Due to that, the flight customers only needed safe and fast travel, right? Besides, they focused more on a decent journey along with on-time flight experience. There goes the triumph of Southwest Airlines. Ever since Southwest Airlines began its flight operation, it got placed in Texas. Further, Texas has a vast area. Yes, it has quite a few huge regions inside. Dallas, Texas, and all other places provide a great space for flight operations. It's become the second most populous state in the US, so it comes in handy when operating an airline business. As a result, it had more flight demands locally. Plus, all these factors made the airline quite successful. So why is Southwest Airlines so successful? They operate just one kind of aircraft. Southwest Airlines has run a 737-only fleet for virtually its entire history. The only time this was not the case was when they ran a small fleet of 727-200s between 1979 and 1987. Even after Southwest Airlines purchased AirTran Airways in 2011, they leased out the non-737 members of the AirTran fleet to other airlines to maintain their exclusive 737 fleets. The airline can keep operating expenses low by only running one kind of aircraft in its fleet. All of their ground staff can work on all of their aircraft. All of their pilots can fly all of their aircraft, and all of their technicians can work on all of their aircraft without any problems. Most airlines, particularly low-cost carriers in Europe, operate in a cattle car style, that is, packing as many passengers as possible into the smallest feasible airliner. Southwest Airlines, on the other hand, has not done so. Well, it has, but not to the same level as other airlines. Most low-cost carriers in Europe don't have in-flight entertainment systems since they would lose money at the end of the day. Southwest, on the other hand, does. Ryanair's 2-hour journey from England to Spain may not include in-flight entertainment, but a 2-hour Southwest Airlines journey from Denver to Phoenix definitely will. Southwest has a devoted customer base as a result of its focus on the passenger, a client base that enables Southwest to be one of the country's major airlines. Airlines hate unions. They have never done so and are unlikely to do so in the future, but Southwest Airlines, on the other hand, promotes them. They aggressively push their workers to join labor unions. Most other airlines would be tearing their hair out over this, but Southwest has a secret weapon. By requiring their employees to join a union, businesses gain two advantages. The employees are happier, and the possibility of a strike is reduced. Yes, strikes are less likely when the employees join a union. Southwest Airlines has never once had a strike. Employees work better and deliver a better user experience because they're satisfied. Everyone likes a good deal, right? Southwest Airlines' whole business strategy is top-notch. You want a good deal, and they want to give you a good deal. Southwest, like its European rivals, has a no-frills approach. You don't get complimentary in-flight foods or drinks, nor do you get a free goodie bag. You will receive nothing until you pay for it. While some may object to the concept, it is appealing to a large number of individuals. They will travel across the nation for half the price, even if it means a little inconvenience. It's questionable if Southwest's boarding method is truly superior, but one thing is certain, it's out of the ordinary. Southwest does not assign seats. Instead, travelers may choose their favorite seat when they board. The boarding order is like an exact combination of letters and numbers that will decide your position in line. Southwest allocates boarding orders depending on your check-in time, which you may do online up to 24 hours before your flight. If you're an A-list member or have paid for an early bird check-in, you will be assigned a boarding slot 36 hours before your departure. Despite the rare disturbance at the gate as people find their seats, once on board, everything is well organized. Assume you like window seats and the person in row 9's aisle seat is looking through their carry-on. There's no need to wait, simply grab the row 10 window seat. Get a seat towards the front if you prefer being the first person off the plane. If you want to reduce the possibility of someone sitting next to you, take a seat in the back. If you're a regular traveler who enjoys the thought of flying with a companion, Southwest provides a benefit you'd be hard-pressed to find elsewhere: the Companion Pass. Southwest Companion Pass allows you to fly a companion of your choosing for free for the rest of the year you earn the pass, as well as the following year. If you have a Companion Pass and purchase a ticket for yourself in cash or points, you'll be offered the opportunity to reserve a seat for them as well. All you have to pay for are the taxes and fees. Furthermore, if you can't decide on just one buddy, the decision on whom you choose isn't as fixed as you may assume. You have the option of changing your designated partner up to 3 times each year. Southwest Airlines has a track record for always being forward-thinking and extremely efficient. Plus, their flexible business model supports rapid change and ensure an amazing customer experience. Why else would you think Southwest Airlines is so successful?